So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And 6.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good for a
that gain on 3rd down. Good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Give me that shit, nigga.
Flash of bodies here, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid on the 1st possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year. In the divisional round, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
36 yards on the play.
First and
So
10.
that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The ball
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of...
Number 32. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Running from the gun, Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 20.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Watson on 3rd down. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate. Things were knocked away and not intercepted.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, did you practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, it's down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans 3, Chiefs nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right.
Give me that shit.
Misfires again, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, it's Watson.
What the fuck am I doing, man?
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Kansas City.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you get to the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 69 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? And you execute really well. It doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Bradley Roby there defensively.
2nd and 10. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down. And
throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking downfield for Kelsey. He's got him in. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
That hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now, these 2 quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City, Watson at 12 to Houston. Both holdovers early in their careers, of course. And Mahomes has the MVP and the Super Bowl ring, so he kind of has the leg up to this point. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Oh, my God.
Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Nicole Hardman, 39 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 14. Texans 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These 2 teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills.
Let's go.
He goes left side.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 74 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Extra point.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. And that's
Get the fuck out of here.
35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 45 yards.
At the 30-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Edwards will let this down just shy of the 25-yard line. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in. Nico target, but now it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie things at 17-all. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to
Let's go, nigga. Let's fucking go, nigga.
Houston. Ready his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have broken the tie. So touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass.
Get it, man.
On the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to
the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure. Is it one
for their next drive? Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you...
It's what I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Let's go.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Will Parks.
Let's fucking go.
Terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
After the interception, here's Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down behind
Now a second timeout called for Bo here in half number 1. Goal from the 6 this time. Play. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. There are 2 remaining timeouts. Seconds to go in half number 1.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Watson. Screenplay. Johnson. And he's
Touchdown, nigga.
Touchdown, Houston.
Let's go.
4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Texans 31, Chiefs 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make. And my goodness, another interception.
Yeah, baby. We
Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will score a pick
I did that, nigga.
for the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play instead. They created their own big
It's a fucking rap, nigga.
This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering
awareness out
if it
there.
is over already.
That nigga's sick. That nigga threw how many picks, Mo?
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
But, nigga, you already know.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the
It was
half,
tight as
just
shit at the
take it
beginning.
in and bring the
Like, shit.
football out to the 25.
So happy.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.
I gave him one touchdown, too. Hey, you know what time it is now. It's Ricky Williams time,
here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Charvarius
give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson on the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of
His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
From the gun on third, Watson. This is caught.
Yes, sir. Nigga, I can hold the ball too and throw it. Nigga.
The Chiefs 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
The Houston ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down and 4, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he's in for the
There we go.
Touchdown.
Watson, baby.
Deshaun Watson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, Tay, you see it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going, and that's caught.
Oh my gosh, what the fuck?
And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown.
He was right there. That's crazy.
62 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half,
They be giving Pat
need a few
Mahomes
big plays
that
to go their
bro.
way. That's one.
You see that?
The way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He's out of bounds.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it will help them at contract time.
With the score, Texans.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, we'll get a little bit of fun.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On third and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Know your job.
Working from the gun, Mahomes toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A screen to Bell. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Mahomes throwing on fourth. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on fourth.
The 20-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Texans 45, Chiefs 31.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Big stuff, G. Big stuff. Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of 12.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Watson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
Yeah.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They're going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike, 55.
Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. You got the big lead defensively, and willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there in the first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
45-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Room to run inside the 40. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
No, sir.
They're going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his
Got
right.
J.J. Watt after his ass. I got J.J. Watt
pretty
pretty good.
Straight down to the turf, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Now a handoff as they run left side. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's brought down.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good.
That nigga was throwing the ball all over the place
out there.
out
It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Texans, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.